So recording चालू.
With the permission of Dr. Hundekar sir, the principal of AE Kalsekar College, I would like to take a permission. May I start the conference?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Thank you, sir. May I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
May I visible to you perfectly?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Principal Dr. Sajid Hundekar sir, Sajid Ali sir, Sanjay Kalekar sir, Nasreen Kollar madam, for today international conference. Good morning, respected all the participants, Indian and abroad resource persons, trustee of the college, Kalsekar College, teaching, non-teaching staff, principal, and all the dignitaries, resource person, all the industrialists, all the PhD research scholars, the students of the Kalsekar College and other universities, other colleges. Welcome to our today's international conference organized by Dar-ul Rahmat Trust, AE Kalsekar Degree College, permanently affiliated to University of Mumbai near Bharat Gear Company, Kausa, Mumbra, Thane, Maharashtra, India. I would like to thank specially Kalsekar sir, Dr. Kollar Madam sir, for tender given to the Shri Waghmare Brothers Private Event Management Company. Thank you. I would like to hand over all the session to respected Dr. Sanjay Kalekar sir. Sanjay Kalekar sir, please continue.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Darul Rahmat Trust, A. Kalsekar Degree College, Kausa Mumra Thane, Mumbai, Maharashtra, myself Sanjay Kalekar, IQAC coordinator of the college, wholeheartedly welcome you all to this one-day online international conference on transformation of science disciplines in NEP 2020, feasibility, scope, and future. Our college is located in Thane city of Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. College Research Committee, IQAC, and all other departments are instrumental in bringing out the quality enhancement and quality sustenance across the institution. We have been in the practice of arranging such endeavors, conferences at moderate intervals at our institute. At the outset again, I welcome all of you to this, all the guests and all of you to this one-day online international conference from overseas. Gratitudes to all those who are joining today with us. Before we begin the program, let us seek the blessing of Almighty. Hereby I call upon Mr. Sadiq Ali for the recitation of Kirat. Over to you, Sadiq Ali.
A very good morning to all of you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. صدق الله العظيم. Thank you.
Thank you. I request Professor Aista Madam to please take the program.
Good morning, everyone. Let's give a warm to our guest, keynote speakers for today. We'll start with Dr. Janice Fernandez, ma'am, from West London University, UK. We are thrilled to have you with us today, ma'am. Now let's extend a warm online welcome to Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir, from University of Fujairah, UAE. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Kelkar, sir. We look forward to your presentations as well. It's a pleasure to virtually welcome our chair, Dr. Krishna Gode, sir, from BK Birla College. We are excited to have you with us today, sir. And finally, let's warmly welcome our co-chair, Dr. Misbah Sheikh, from AE Kalsekar Degree College. We are honored to have you join us for today's conference. Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. Now it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Sanjay Kalekar, sir, to please deliver the management message. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning again. Due to prior engagements, our honorable management could not join this conference, but all of them have left their blessings and a message to all of us to be read in the conference. On behalf of the management, I am reading the message to all of you. Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this one-day online international conference on science and technology, organized by the Research Committee Science Stream in collaboration with IQAC of Darul Rahmat Trust, A. Kalsekar Degree College. A. Kalsekar Degree College provides purposeful and holistic education that incorporates spirituality. We believe that spirituality enhances the beauty of the heart and fosters clarity of mind, enriching the lives of our stakeholders. We view college as more than just an educational institute. It is a transformative phase that shapes the future of our students. During that time here, students embark on a journey of self-discovery, honing, refining their critical thinking. Our college fosters a dynamic environment where diversity is celebrated. Ideas are freely exchanged, and personal and intellectual boundaries are continuously expanded. We take pride in our institution's reputation for providing excellent education and instilling discipline in our students, preparing them to face future challenges with confidence. I extend my sincere greetings and best wishes to all the teaching and non-teaching staff, the research committee, science stream, and IQAC for organizing this conference. Conferences such as this are invaluable platforms for academic and professional development. They bring together experts, researchers, and enthusiasts from diverse fields to exchange knowledge, explore innovations and our horizons, and collaborate and cutting edge ideas. Participating in conferences allows us to broaden our horizons, keep abreast of these latest trends, and expand our professional networks with like minded individuals. Presenting at conferences offer a unique opportunity to showcase our research and receive constructive feedback from peers and experts. It sharpens our presentation skills, boosts our confidence, and cultivates qualities that are essential for any career. In conclusion, both our college and conferences serve as pivotal platform in our educational and professional journeys. They provide fertile ground for intellectual and personal growth, encouraging us to challenge ourselves and strive for excellence. Let's embrace this opportunity wholeheartedly and actively participate in each enriching experience of you fulfilling and enriching college experience, enriched further by engaging conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjay, sir, for the management message with us. Now I would like to invite our respected Vice Principal, ma'am, Dr. Fazana Chavre, ma'am, to please address the audience. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Kalsekar. Assalamualaikum and good morning. On behalf of management and principal, sir, I welcome all the dignitaries Dr. Fernandez sir, Dr. Kelkar sir, Dr. Kumar sir, and all the delegates and participants for this one-day online international conference on transformation of science and technology disciplines in NSP 2020, feasibility, scope, and future, organized by Department of Science, IQAC, and Research Cell of our college. Before we proceed for the research conference and the technical sessions, the keynote session, let me acquaint you all with this institution. Darul Rahmat Trust A. Kalsekar Degree College is a multi-faculty institution which offers conventional courses in arts, commerce, and science, and professional courses in BCom Banking Insurance, BCom Management Studies, BCom Accounting Finance, BSc IT at undergraduate level, and MCom in Advanced Accounting and Business Management at postgraduate level. The college is a Government of Maharashtra recognized minority institution with linguistic and religious minority status. The institution has been catering to diverse needs of the learners and is currently giving education to more than 2,000 students at degree and post-graduation level. I'm proud to announce that this institution was recently accredited by NAC in its Cycle 2 with A grade with 3.2 point CGPA. The institution has continuously striving for quality enhancement for providing conducive teaching learning environment to all its learners. The proactive management and dedicated qualified staff continuously work towards the overall development of this institution. The college strives to promote research culture among its staff and students. And here we encourage the staff, the students to undertake research projects, research patents, research practices, in fact, have been undertaken through research orientation program. Every year, College IQAC, along with research cell of this institute, organize multidisciplinary national, international conferences to inculcate a multidisciplinary approach for exchanging of ideas, thoughts among the research community. This year, again, I am proud to say, Department of Science of our college has taken one step ahead and joined hands along with IQAC and Research Cell to organize this international conference. I would also here mention important contribution of Waghmare brothers in calling for research papers and other arrangement. I congratulate them and all the organizing committee for organizing this conference. Looking forward for the informative sessions ahead. Over to you. Thank you very much, Shaista Miss.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Next, I would like to invite our Vice Principal of the Department of Science, Mrs. Arjuman Siddiqui ma'am, to please deliver her address. Siddiqui ma'am, please take the stage.
वो कर सकते हैं अपने से. Over to you, ma'am. Kindly unmute yourself, ma'am.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Keep going.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. The dignitaries, the chief guests, the academicians, research scholars, and the students. Myself, Siddiqui Arjuman, would like to welcome you all for the one-day international conference on the science. I'm delighted to introduce the vibrant science department of A Kalsekar Degree College, the science department was established in the year 2004-5 with chemistry, zoology, and botany subject. Now, as per the NEP 2020, we are offering BSc with three major subjects, that is chemistry, botany, and zoology. Our department of botany stands at the forefront of plant sciences, blending rigorous research with practical skill-based courses such as terrarium making, Ayurveda basic, and gardening. We emphasize global competency with our student actively participating in research convention, engaging in environmental substantially effort. We are proud to have Dr. Misbah Sheikh, a nationally recognized faculty member who has made significant contribution both in teaching, social care course, and also research. The Department of Zoology offers BSc in Zoology under the University of Mumbai Department. Department is dedicated to animal science, providing students with a strong foundation of careers in teaching, research, conservation, and beyond. Curriculum covers a wide array of animal function, foster research opportunities in cutting-edge scientific fields. Equally impressive is our Department of Chemistry. It offers BSc program focusing on the physical, organic, and analytical chemistry. Our well-equipped laboratories ensure a safe, advanced environment for the practicals experiment, while our dedicated faculty integrate environmental sustainability issues into the curriculum. Continuous student assessment, faculty research, and collaborative efforts are at the core of our mission to foster the holistic department in our student. Together, these department forms the backbone of our science department dedicated to academic excellence, innovative research, and holistic growth of our student. Once again, I welcome you all for this one-day international science conference. Thank you.
Shri Waghmare, sir. Excuse me, sir. Waghmare, sir.
Yes, sir.
May I please know that Janice madam is here. Abhijit sir is also here.
Both will be joined within 10 minutes. We are waiting for them.
Please, sir. Shaista madam, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Siddiqui ma'am, for your address. Now it's time to move on to our keynote speakers for today. I will begin by introducing our first speaker, Dr. Janice Fernandez ma'am, a distinguished researcher and academician from West London University, UK, with a strong focus on artificial intelligence and its innovative applications in research. Dr. Fernandez has significantly impacted the field by leveraging AI tools to enhance research methodologies and outcomes. Her extensive knowledge and experience make her a valuable speaker at today's conference. Dr. Fernandez has been at the forefront of integrating AI into various domains, contributing to the advancement of research practices worldwide. Her work has not only enhanced the efficiency and accuracy of research processes, but has also set new benchmark in the application of AI in academic settings. With a robust portfolio of published research and international presentation, Dr. Fernandez continues to influence the landscape of AI in research. Today, we eagerly anticipate her insights on AI tools for research, a topic that promises to be both thought-provoking and informative. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Janice Fernandez, ma'am.
Janice Fernandez, the heavy rain is going on in London and West University. Kindly read the biodata of Dr. Abhijit Kelkar from Dubai.
Okay, sir. We are also privileged to welcome Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir, an esteemed academician and industry veteran with over 21 years of experience in Oman, the UAE, and India. Dr. Kelkar currently serves at the University of Fujairah in the UAE and holds an impressive array of qualifications, including a PhD, an MBA, and several specialized certifications in finance and management. His career began in various industries, including manufacturing, retail, and the beverage sector, before transitioning to academia in 2009. Dr. Kelkar has brought his rich industry experience into the classroom, providing students and colleagues with practical insights into accounting, finance, forensic accounting, and human resource management. He is also an accomplished author and has been a keynote speaker at numerous national and international conferences where he has shared his expertise on emerging trends in research. His ability to bridge theory and practice has made him a highly respected figure in both academic and professional circles. Today, he will be sharing his thoughts on emerging trends in research and how to make research competitive, a topic crucial for academics and practitioners alike. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir. We look forward to your presentation, sir.
Abhijit Kelkar sir will join within 5 minutes. Please wait. Before starting off Abhijit sir, Kelkar sir lecture, I would like to note that to all the participants who are pursuing those PhD in Indian universities and abroad universities, kindly note that we have to show the proof of the PPT presentation. After that, we will get the certificate. Before, if we not present your PPT, then we could not send your participation present certificate. Please wait for Abhijit Kelkar, sir. Thank you.
Guests are joining soon. Please wait. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Is this available? Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir, from Dubai.
What is it, sir?
Is this available? Abhijit Kelkar, sir. Hello. Abhijit Kelkar, sir, available?
Sir, please ask sir to join.
Hello.
Sir is not seen here.
सर जॉईन व्हा ना तुम्ही सर. कॉन्फरन्स चालू आहे, जॉईन व्हा. केळकर सर. तुम्ही जॉईन आहे का? तर जॉईन होऊन घ्या तुम्ही. तुमच्या नावाने जॉईन व्हा. म्हणजे त्याप्रमाणे आता माझी कॅपॅसिटी फक्त 100ची आहे. त्याच्यामुळे जर तुमचं नाव आलं अभिजित केळकर, डॉक्टर अभिजित केळकर, मग तुम्हाला जॉईन करून घेतो. कारण की ऑलरेडी 94 लोक, 95 लोक आहे. आता फक्त 5च सीट अवेलेबल आहे. ट्राय करा परत. Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir, available?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. We are waiting since last 10 minutes, sir.
There was some technical issue actually.
Kalekar,
I'm
sir,
there now.
Sanjay,
Yes,
sir, please,
yes,
please
sir.
continue reading biodata.
Welcome, sir. We are also privileged to welcome Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir, an esteemed academician and industry veteran with over 21 years of experience in Oman, the UAE, and India. Dr. Kelkar currently serves at the University of Fujairah in the UAE and holds an impressive array of qualification, including a PhD, an MBA, and several specialized certifications in finance and management. His career began in various industries, including manufacturing, retail, and the beverage sector, before transitioning to academia in 2009. Dr. Kelkar has brought his rich industry experience into the classroom, providing students and colleagues with practical insights into accounting, finance, forensic accounting, and human resource management. He is also an accomplished author and has been a keynote speaker at numerous national and international conferences where he has shared his expertise on emerging trends in research. His ability to bridge theory and practice has made him a highly respected figure in both academic and professional circles. Today, he will be sharing his thoughts on emerging trends in research and how to make research competitive, a topic crucial for academics and practitioners alike. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, sir. We look forward to your presentation, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, madam, for am I audible clearly? Yeah,
Yes,
am I
sir.
audible? Yeah. So thank you so much, madam. At the outset, I would like to thank AE Kalsekar College Mumbra for giving me this opportunity. And of course, needless to mention, Dr. Kishore Waghmare from Shri Waghmare Brothers, because I always say that, because I have observed it many a times. It's not the first time that I am associated with him. They are really doing a really great job, good job all over India or even outside India also. They have been organizing such kind of research conferences on many innovative ideas and topics, in which many people get really benefited. I'm sure that all of us as academicians or even non-academicians, as industry persons or even students or even PhD aspiring candidates, all of us will definitely get benefited out of that. So thank you, Waghmare ji also, and thank you, Kalsekar College. Today, I'm going to just take a few minutes just to share my thoughts with you on the research mapping with your career, the research mapping with your, I would say, overall path, and that is something which is creating a good gap nowadays in between the researcher and the stakeholders. The word stakeholders I'm using, the real reason is very simple, that ultimately we always say that our stakeholders are our management only. Our stakeholder category is only our management. Those who are our employers are our stakeholders. Generally, people take it in that way. Yeah. Is it something to me, or is it okay? I should continue. I should continue, I believe, right?
Sir, you can
Yes, sir.
upload your
Yeah.
PPT, sir. I already given the permission.
Yeah. So the reason is the stakeholder, we always take stakeholder as our employers only, but it is not the case. There are many stakeholders to whom we are, I won't say we are accountable as such, but yes, the assessment of ours is being done, right, in direct or indirect way. And that is the reason why, as if we want to make our research really competitive, if we want to make our research really acceptable, if we want to make our research really worth getting sponsored, if we want to make our research really reaching up to the masses, not only the classes, or more appropriately, not only masses, but also the classes, then obviously we have to be very much careful while selecting the topic and while pursuing the research. And in that aspect, I would say that there are a few things which we are going to see today. Uh, because most of the researchers, whenever we are talking about,
लेटे जॉइन करेन म्हटलं ठीक आहे ऑन दी
yeah,
स्पॉट आता पावसाचं काही खरं नाही ना मी काय म्हणतोय
sir, एक
आपण
minute,
यांचं झालं का होऊन जाईल सर आय हॅव
yeah,
ऑलरेडी गिवन द परमिशन सर
yeah, no, I think you are unmuted, that's why. So the reason is we always take into consideration the research aspect in such a way that I have to make my research quantitative, right? Any more number of research papers I have, my resume, my profile, my biodata would look rich. It's not the case nowadays, believe me. And that is the reason why we have to be pretty much choosy when we are doing the research. Nowadays, the trend is the research assessment patterns by many universities I have seen. Apparently, one of my close colleagues has been applying for some other position. Actually, she is in marketing, and one more is there who is in IT. So both of them have been applying here also and abroad also. Abroad in the sense they are applying in some of the universities in US also, because their spouses are in US. So coming back to the point, I have been observing the trend here in UAE also, in India also nowadays, and in Europe and UK. They have been doing it since beginning. The assessment of you as a researcher or as a candidate, probable candidate for them, doesn't depend upon how many research publications you have. Of course, there has to be a considerable quantity, no doubt about it. You can't say that I have got one research paper published and it is of utmost quality, and that's why I'm the eligible candidate. We can't do that, I agree. But at the same time, it doesn't make a sense that I have got 20, 30 publications, 90% of which are either joint publications. None of them is in Scopus indexed journal or ABC category or any kind of, I would say, accredited or benchmarked parameters. If it is not so, you are just left out of the race when you apply. Now, the question will come, are we really going to make research only because we want to progress further in our career, or only because we want to change the job, or only because we want to get the promotion? The answer is no. Of course, we don't do research only for these reasons, agreed. But at the same time, friends, all of you will agree, those who are academicians, non-academicians, industry persons, there is a concept called as you should map the time and cost which you spend, or the time and cost which you spend with the expected output, the expected deliverables. And from that perspective, I'm just requesting all of you that we should be pretty much careful in choosing, or before starting research, there are so many things on which we should test our research topic, research concept, research problem, research feasibility, and thereafter you should start research, because you are going to spend a good amount of time. Perhaps you are going to spend a good amount of cost also, because most of the researches of ours are not sponsored. And that's why self-sponsored research, then we should be pretty much careful. At the end of the day, we are producing something which has got no acceptance, which is not at all, which is not worthy of anything in the eyes of the stakeholders. Then what is the use of that research? We are here to add something, to contribute something to the stream of knowledge, but at the same time, self development, self progress is also the aim that we should look. And this is something which is practically I am sharing with you, friends. uh, Please don't take me otherwise. I'm not at all expressing my comments based on any personal or any specific particular government or non-governmental authority, but as researchers we have to take care of our own research. And that's why when you produce something, the product, the deliverable, the outcome should be in such a way that it has got good acceptance. Now, when we talk about the research, before I begin my small presentation, there are minimum required things which you must be following. That is what something which I'm not going to talk for. Perhaps the speakers after me or before me could have thrown some light on that. Maybe your research objectives, mapping of your research objectives with research findings and outcomes with the recommendations, statistical tools, bibliography, references, APA style, right? Generally nobody uses Harvard. Most of the researchers are using APA only. Then statistical tool applicability. There is a myth that the more statistical tools I use, my research paper would look great or in depth. But it is also not like that, because let me tell you, last month I had I had sent something to, there is one international journal of finance and management in US, to which I had sent some paper, and after 8 months, believe me, after 8 months, they have rejected my article. Let me share it with you very honestly. Doesn't mean ki when I am talking to you, my all research papers are published by default. They see my name and they publish my paper. It's not like that. Any journal, for any journal, it's me also who is an ordinary candidate. So they rejected it. The reason was given was them was very interesting. Now listen to me. The International Journal of Finance and Management is a very highly peer-reviewed and highly accredited journal in which thousands of articles and research papers are being sent. I was one of them, and the rejection was not because of any other reason but unnecessary use of statistical tools. Can you imagine this? Yani my objectives are okay according to them, my overall methodology is okay, research design is okay, findings and conclusions, everything seems to be practical and okay, good, no problem. They have mentioned that in that email, but they say that there is unnecessarily, you have bombarded your research paper with unnecessary statistical tools which is of no use. As a reader, as a common man, as a common reader, everybody may not be aware about your Wisconsin test and cluster analysis and analysis of covariance, and not required at all. What exactly is required for your statistical, I would say, research as such or analysis as such? Use that much tool and that is sufficient enough. Your objective or purpose is not to show how excellent you are in statistics. No, your objective or purpose is to support your research with data analysis in such a way that a research, as a reader, they should be able to analyze that, okay, he has not come up to these findings and conclusions based on his intuitions or judgments or merely on the literature review, but he has tested, tried, and analyzed that data. And based on that, he has come to the conclusion. That's it. And that is the reason why they have rejected. Yani, they have not said ki we will not accept. They have given it to me for revision. They have said that this is the first revision to you. Please reduce some statistical tools. And then I realized my mistake. In order to make my research paper more weighty, perhaps I have used some more statistical test which was not used. So at the same time, whenever we are using some statistical tools or tests, obviously the research paper has to have in-depth statistical analysis, but also see to it that is it really required, and if it is not, then better use some good required applicable statistical tools to make your research paper. So quality, quantity, and scientific structure. Now maybe Dr. Janice will join, I believe, after me, or maybe she might have joined. She must have told you. She will enlighten you with a very good library resources, how to go ahead about literature review, how to go ahead about referencing, and many other technicalities. So I won't go into those technicalities, but my today's topic is about mapping your research with your career. So whenever you go anywhere, your research reaches there before you. Please try to understand, because when you are trying to get information about your probable stakeholder, the stakeholder is wise enough to get information about you from the Google, and that information is provided by your research. What is your area of research? What are your research outputs? What is the quality of those research papers? What has been the ranking of the journals in which you have published? What has been your acceptance level, impact factor, and referencing by other researchers? Many things are there. So based on that, it will map you with your research. Otherwise, most of the time, the Research Authority of Oman, TRAO, there is one assessment or research sponsored government authority in Sultanate of Oman. Or here there is a CAA, Commission for Academic Accreditation. It is by Ministry of Education. So CAA in their guideline recently published in United Arab Emirates have clearly mentioned that there has to be the clearly mentioned or established link between what you are giving back to the society. You see, it's a very delicate, I would say, walking. It's on the horns, or on the that wire. You have to walk. In the sense, your research cannot be skewed exclusively towards your career or your progress or your self development, and your research cannot be skewed only in generic. So it has to have the balance of both, that you also getting nurtured as a researcher, and the society, the surrounding, the community, the industry, or your stakeholders category are also getting benefited. And that's why when they come here in India, what is the situation? I'm not really aware. I'm sorry for that, but perhaps my academic colleagues in India will be able to guide me in that way. But here, annually, Ministry of Education takes from us the data of the faculty members, and in that data we are supposed to publish our yearly contributions in research. And they assess us not only on the basis of number of research papers which I have produced for, but topics of the research papers, the journals, and so on. And literally, they send back the email to the university that so and so author or so and so researcher, so and so faculty member of whom you have submitted the data has got 80% research connect, 75% research connect, 60% research connect, and so on and so forth. Yani, in 1 second, the entire research is a question mark. 50% of that we accept as a good research, and 50% just for the sake of publishing. And that's why we have to be proactively thinking on that what is the journal I'm publishing for, what is my research area or topic, is it commensurating with. Then cross functional research is also pretty much nowadays in big question. Joint research is also nowadays in a big question. How I'm just going to succeeding PPTs, I will just explain to you all. Let me start my PPT. And okay. Okay. Is it now my PPT is there now? Can you see my PPT?
No, sir. First, you have to open your PPT, then
I
share,
have already
then the
opened.
screen will be appear. In that screen, your PPT will be appear. Then double click on that, it will be. You
I
share with
have-
your desktop.
1 minute. What is the problem now? Is it okay now?
Yes, please continue, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So if I want to start the PPT show, slideshow, is it okay? Is it getting changed, doctor?
It is visible. Please continue, sir.
And if I've changed the slide also, it is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the first one, symbolic slide. You have to hit the target. If the arrow, if the bow goes in the outside circles, it's of no use, and our research outputs are like that only. There is a path which you can see where to go, how to go. And remember a few things before research procedure starts. Is this PPT there, sir? Clearly visible now? Connect with the practical oriented approach and all.
Click on that slide, sir.
That is the problem. It is happening with my laptop.
Yes, sir. Remember a few things before research procedure start.
Yeah. Now it is okay?
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Yeah. So connect with the practical oriented approach. Only problems description is not expected. Probable solutions are also required. Mapped outcomes of research with the overall industry or sector. A real weightage by industry. Old wine in new bottle, gone are the days. Remember, many of the researchers have that trick. they approach for that trick, yani they will do the same research, in different any one time they will have big research, and then they will bring some part out of it and make one research paper out of it. Believe me, research paper quantity is no more valid, at least in all the I would say high level academic institutions. Please take it from me very seriously, because let me put some things which are I'm just putting it honestly and point blank. Somebody might not be able to agree with this, so but kindly agree, because based on my observations I'm just expressing my opinion. No more only the quantum of research is valued, what research you have made, which journals, what was the research area. Now I have found many candidates who apply to our business administration college, or perhaps the other colleges also, who have got 6 authors, 7 authors, 8 authors. What was the kind of research you were doing? What was the kind of duration? Who was the sponsoring authority? I have been given one research assignment by, say, Government of India, Ministry of Human Resource Development, to map my academic, I would say, academic talent with the need gap analysis of academics in India. It was something like that sort of was the project or the research which you were doing. Okay, then even not even 8 to 10, 20 researchers are justified at a time. It's a joint research. But analysis of working capital management in one MSME, micro small medium organization, analysis of working capital management, and you are 8 researchers in that, what you were doing, then what was your contribution? And they will assess like this, and then obviously first author, second author, that's it. Maximum up to third author they will value. Fourth author onward, they simply neglect that research. Let me put it blank, point blank. Believe me, I'm just telling you, for all big good ranked universities, if you really want to get your research publications highlighted, avoid joint research. Doesn't mean ki joint research is not allowed or joint research is outrightly rejected. I'm not saying that. Please don't take it otherwise. In the beginning you can have, or if you have your research portfolio, I would suggest, of course, there is no hard and fast rule or law anywhere, but just as a thumb rule based on the observations which I have, I have been observing such kind of trends by the assessors quite for some time now. Perhaps I would say 75% of, or 80%, 75 to 80% of your research has to be individual, and maximum 25 to 30% max should be joint research, unless and until the research topic, the research area, the research scope, the research sponsoring authority, and the research overall, wider angle, depth and width of scope of research was such a way that there was no second thought that 2 or 3 authors could complete that. That is okay, that is justified, as I gave you an example. But working capital management and profitability analysis of selected banks in India, or internal controls and checks in say chemical industries in India, you don't require 8 or 9 authors, no way. It has to have 2 to 3 authors max. And as assessors, they value your research, because see, whenever the names are published in terms of the researcher, authors or research papers, researchers, first name is always highly valued, second name. And there is a trend, because assessors are also aware of that, join the hands together. When I will write something, I'll put your name. When you will write something, you put my name. In this way, both of us will have our own contributions. Quantum will, only quantity will get increased, nothing else. They will always value you as first author, second author. Believe me, there are many sponsoring universities also who look at it. There is a condition. If you Google it out, you will be better able to explore that there is a condition by the universities that if you are the first or second author, please apply. Otherwise, don't apply, because they don't assess that. Third, fourth, does it mean that third and fourth author didn't contribute at all? I'm not saying that. But there is a room of benefit of doubt, which they take in their own favor. And ultimately, why to give them a room of doubt? So please avoid joint research to the maximum possible extent, or you can have 4 5 individual papers and one joint paper. That's okay. As I said, 25 to 30% of joint papers is okay. But general, or if at all you are writing joint papers, please keep it in mind that you are there as a first author or second author, not third or fourth author also. Perhaps this is my observation based opinion which I am sharing with you. Those who agree with me, it's okay. Those who don't agree, please you can proceed with your own thought process. That's not, I'm not saying ki joint research papers are wrong, but should be avoided to the maximum possible extent. So mapped outcomes, joint research papers should be avoided. And as I said, the scopus index, there are many journals which are beyond scopus indexed also, but you have to go with the flow. Please try to understand. Generally, you are being assessed as a researcher. The quality of your research outputs or deliverables is assessed only on the basis of what are your published journals, or the journals in which you have published. Let it be book review, let it be a simple article, let it be a chapter in the compiled book, but that book or journal itself, the ranking of that book or journal itself is I would say benchmarking parameter or weighing parameter for deciding the quality of your output. And that's why you may be ready with good output, but please don't waste your output in publishing in some any ordinary journals. The word ordinary I'm sorry to use, because who am I to assess the ordinary and special and all this kind of, I am no way authorized to do that. But I'm forced to do this ordinary word because something which is valued by the government and non-governmental authorities, in their eyes what is more important, we have to follow that whether we like it or not. And that's why please keep it in mind. If you want to map your research with your career, definitely the first and the foremost thing is the publication streams where you are publishing have to be very much careful, and your own individual research, the topic of research, and along with the technicalities of the research. Creativity and innovativeness no more crucial. Earlier, researchers always used to think that if my idea is altogether unique, perhaps I will have more reach. No, post COVID, the tendencies, the thought processes, the perceptions and perspectives of the assessors, stakeholders, and sponsoring authorities have changed. Now everything is linked with ROI, return on investment. If I give you 100,000 for this, if I give you 40,000 as my research grant, you will come up with some outcome. But what is the use of that outcome to me in enhancing my output, in enhancing my turnover, my sales, my X, my Y, my Z? In the sense, everything is ROI specific, return on investment. So always come up with such outcome which is easily saleable. Always come up with that idea which is easily saleable, acceptable. And that's why every innovative idea, research idea, is creative, but every creative idea is not necessarily innovative. So innovativeness has got that marketability. So your research has to have the marketability. Doesn't mean that all our research outputs are marketable or are sponsored. There are, most of our researches are non-sponsored only. Then you will ask a single question: if the research is not getting sponsored, then I am free to choose anything what, of course we are free to choose anything what we want, but the area has to be mapped with my area of specialization. Cross functional approach, which is also big question mark. Before beginning with my slideshow, I was just discussing that cross functional. Please try to understand, as a business administration or general management or as a business management stream, I can join my hands together with HR, finance, operations to a certain extent, provided my topic proves that, and IT also to a certain extent, right? Another finance, another general management, another HRM, and operations and IT to a certain extent, provided my topic is clearly showing my involvement. Apart from that, if tomorrow I join hands together of the critical analysis of sodium chloride dissection or critical analysis of sodium chloride reaction on human body or something like that sort of. Obviously it's a question mark, even if I'm third author, second author, and fourth author, or whatever it may be, because it has got no connection with my stream. So cross functional, the word cross functional is also clearly defined by many researching authorities, many sponsoring authorities, many assessors in Europe. And perhaps if Professor Janice is there, she will agree with me. Many UK, US universities have clearly mentioned what do they mean by cross, who can join hands together with whom, like that clearly they have mentioned. And some of you could be thinking, doctor, don't talk big things about all US, Europe and US. This is India. Believe me, there is not much time remaining before India will start adopting that, because our research has to be competitive, our research has to have acceptance. And that's why even India will adopt, or even India might have adopted that also. I'm sorry, because I'm not really aware of the current things. Many of my Indian academicians will tell me whether such kind of things are there or not. But here it is quite commonly observed or practiced thing, that am I joining hands with one mechanical engineer for a joint research? Unless and until my research topic requires that. Say for example, cost and output ratio of one fabricated thing, in which I am taking care of financial aspect and he or she is going to take care of engineering aspect, perhaps that is justified. But something which is purely engineering based, purely pharmaceutical based, purely medicine based, purely medical sciences based, health sciences based, nursing based, architectural, not required, not allowed also. As a business administration faculty, I'm not going to join hands with them. Please keep it in mind. So joint research and cross functional research, you have to be pretty much choosy before you start. Otherwise there is no harm in joining, but you will not be assessed, your contribution will not be worthy of being assessed, and perhaps you will be spending unnecessarily your time, if not cost. Then creativity and innovativeness, that is also the thing. Then yes. Research is one of the factors in decision making, so expectations, intuitions, and judgments still valid. Now for example, volatility in stock market index, stock market price index, this is something in which your judgments and intuitions are also going to play a valid role, in addition to the already established statistical tools or your data for 2 years, 3 years, whatever uh, you have analyzed. But in coming period, what will be the post-COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID, what have been the trends? In coming period, what will be the trend of the investors? Of course, expectations, intuitions, and judgment still valid. So it depends on the topic which you have chosen for your research. Yeah, that authority and vision supported by experience, knowledge, and overall competence. And that experience, knowledge, and overall competence play a vital role in your overall research. And that's why I said authority and vision supported by experience, knowledge, and overall competence. Experience, knowledge, and overall competence will come only and only when your research outputs are mapped with your careers. And please try to understand, why we are doing research is also the question which we should ask. There are many objectives. One of that objectives is a tick mark also, which remains to me also, right? Otherwise somebody might think कि डॉक्टर साहब बहुत ज्ञान दे रहे हैं. Not like that, it is applicable to me also. One tick mark, I have to produce some research outputs, no doubt about it. It is applicable everywhere in academics. You have to come up with research outputs. So is it applicable to everyone? Yes, of course. So tick mark, but tick mark as it is, if we are going to do the tick mark, then we will do our tick mark in such a way that it is worthy of getting noticed everywhere. And that's why I'm saying कि one of the aspects is tick mark. Yeah, what I have to produce. My university has told me कि आपको 4 research outputs के साथ आना ही है, don't give us any reason. But if I have to come up with 4, minimum 4, then why to come up with just as a tick mark? Then let me come up with such outputs which perhaps next time they will tell me come with the 3 outputs only, because your 4 outputs were highly ranked. kind of. Why not to accept that challenge as a researcher? That should be our attempt. In that context, I'm saying this is a jigsaw puzzle. Again, please keep it in mind. How to make your research more competitive, and this thing, I'll just come up with the just few slides. 2 to 3 slides are remaining now. See, purpose. Of course, what is the purpose of your research? What is your role in it? Reach. Of course, go think about marketability of your research. Don't go for any research because because you're going to spend a good amount of time in that research. So don't go for any research which doesn't have any marketability. Market your research, and it should be worthy of marketing. And that's why, in order to give the output worthy of marketing, you have to have in-depth, width, breadth wise, scope wise, statistical tools wise, and everything. It should be perfect. It should be at least nearing to the perfect. So reach out to the stakeholders. Quantity versus quality, I have spoken about it. Quantification. Individual versus joint research, I have already spoken. Sponsorship, please try to understand, you will be assessed by the assessing authorities on the basis of one of the criteria remains to be how many of your researches were sponsored. If most of your researches, or majority, or quite a considerable amount of your researches were sponsored, I have got 10 publications, out of which 6 are sponsored, perhaps irrespective of the depth and width and scope, they will all, it is a highlighter that somebody is ready to give him money, somebody is ready to give her a money to undertake the research. Yani it is sponsored research. So sponsored research is also very important thing. Try to go for it, because post COVID, the sponsorship, getting sponsorship is not so easy, as we observe here also and in India also. But still, there are many corporate houses, many NGOs, many governmental organizations, many universities, many colleges who have got separate sponsorship budgets available only for the research in their budget. So go for that. Try to get your research sponsored to the maximum possible extent. What is the current topic of the day? What is accepted by the stakeholders? What is the current talk? Always go with the flow. That's what I have been telling. Because if you want to, irrespective whatsoever regardless of how much creative or innovative your idea is, if it has got no mass acceptance, if it has got no wider applicability universally, perhaps as a researcher you will be producing something, but it will be taken care of in the future. Perhaps many years are required. So go with the flow. That is also one of the aspects of mapping your research outputs with your career, with your progress. In-depth and rigorous analysis, obviously I have spoken on that. It is inevitable. As I said, technicalities of research methodology in your research outputs are something which are minimum required. We need not talk about it. My research has got objectives,